You don't work for shitty people here at Reg in the Zoo. If you want to come work for Reg in the Zoo, or if you've got any great ideas, please get a hold of us. Reach out to us on Instagram.
We ain't gonna yell at you.
No, we ain't. No, we would love some feedback. I feel like there's going to be so many podcasts out that it's still early, but eventually people are just all. I think TV is legitimately sort of dissipating, and people. I don't really go on Twitch or do video game streaming, but I think video game streaming is leading the way toward basically just everybody having a channel. I mean, all social media, Instagram is becoming YouTube-y. Snapchat is almost like becoming irrelevant. TikTok, I don't have that, but
It's gonna be banned soon anyway.
Yeah, TikTok's weird. There's just so many little kids on there. It's like uncomfortable.
I never used it.
Me either.
Only TikToks I see are ones that are shared on like YouTube or.
It would be. I would see stuff on Instagram of like girls like dancing, and I'm like,
yeah, that's all they
"Oh,
are. And
This
it's
is
like
weird.
It's fucking stupid.
But it's fine. Like they should have stuff like that for kids, because kids though, like kids where you have to be a kid, but then it's fucking creepers will get in there. Like creepers will creep, man.
Yeah, dude, it's sketchy.
There's so many sketch balls out there. That's what sucks. So many sketch balls out there that are giving the people that are trying to fight for good things awful names. Like there's idiots all over the world. But the moral compass is sort of just falling off more and more as the reign of Trump has been in the United States. I mean, I just feel like having somebody that isn't moral at the top of the food chain means nobody has to be moral. Like, I'm not saying everybody's out, but it feels like Little Nicky. It feels like everybody's sort of just. I mean, I still work. People are still going to work. There's still functionality, but to me, it is starting to feel almost like the world as we know it is dissipating. Like, I don't know how else to put that, but I could see like a distant like future where people that have like camped and like done survival stuff are like gonna be better off than people that haven't. And also people with fucking guns. Like,
Yeah, that's fucked.
guns are gonna be important probably to have in the next 10 years just to protect yourself, which is annoying.
There was that. Did you see that story about the skateboarder
Oh yeah.
that got shot?
Yeah.
That's fucked. And he was trying to like take the guy out just with the skateboard.
Yeah, he was a young white militia 17-year-old, the kid who was walking around with a long gun, and he was supposed to be protecting the businesses
And then the cops were like giving this militia like food and shit.
yeah. And then I just read an article on how like infiltrated the multiple states around the country are just littered with white nationalist underground Nazis, basically.
So fucked up.
Yeah, but that's the truth.
American History X, dude.
The other thing, another point that I kind of had this week in my travels that I realized was people today are so tuned into everything, but they have no moral compass. Like, religion once served as a moral compass for people, and nobody has that. And nobody has like a place to go, but now you have two places to go, and both sides are perceived as good by their side. And that's just not good for anybody. But the one point about media, somebody was saying like people that blame anything on the media, to me, this is a result of technology and devices and Wi-Fi being in the hands of people, I just feel as though media and truth is in the hands of people that are able to capture it in real time, and media copies what's going on in real life. But typically in our history in America, it was printed, so whoever printed it had control of the story, or it was on TV and it was a late breaking story. But that first story, you were waiting on that story to come out to see what happened.
Yeah.
And then the internet comes in, now you've got people telling the news. But regardless of the quality of the news, this is the news coming at you, this is even news that we're doing right now, but it's a constant stream that corporations can't control now, and courts can't control now. So you have two layers of control that have basically been ripped out like a Band-Aid because the court can't control the public, and because they can't push the case, the facts of the case aren't getting out to the press, but the press can't even beat Twitter to the punch either. So you've got millennials and young people that are breaking the news or finding out about the news and not caring about older people if they know or not. And then you have older people getting it 4 days after and arguing on Facebook about things that happened 3 days before. It's just, I feel like people are crossing over into a new speed. Kind of why I feel like older people, it's not that I don't value older people. I just saw another thing that AARP, an article on AARP about nursing homes. The federal government now says that there has to be testing, mandatory testing, daily in nursing homes for workers and stuff. And I'm just like, now? Oh, just now? That's when we're gonna. It's been a while. I thought Cuomo was the guy who killed all the people in nursing homes.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Which I heard from an actual nurse in Buffalo that works for a nursing home in Buffalo. She was like, that's where people, where are people supposed to go? They're patients of a nursing home. Where do you think people are going to go?
Yeah, that's so fucked
They
up.
can't go to the hospital. Me or you couldn't go to the hospital. We would get discharged. It's where do they think these people are going to go? Are you taking them in on the street? So, I think older people should be valued. I think older people should be used in some way still, whether it's childcare, whether it's education, some civic duty of circle of life needs to be there. But I think there's a lot of things that need to be fixed.
It's always been like that though.
Yeah, it's a constant state of creation. If you stop working, it's not gonna get anywhere. That's probably a little bit of what's going on too, is people don't. I think the combination of corporations and ease was an evil combination. I think everybody spent a lot of time making things easier, that it actually sort of dumbed us down, but now I don't know, it sort of made room for more growth. Technology obviously skips. People that are playing with devices as babies right now are going to be capable of understanding things that are way beyond our capability.
I know.
Kids now they're going to be digital. We're analog still. We're plugging in. Other kids are going to be just their avatar. Their avatar is going to be their body. They don't care about their body, I feel like. Their avatar is just their body. They're going to be doing things digital. They're going to be just completely digital their whole life. They're already going to have part of their identity created for them on social media before they can know what social media is.
Yeah, kids are raised on video games and shit now too. 'Cause it just makes things easier for the parents. Oh, they'll play video games, they'll stay quiet, they won't do anything.
Yeah.
And it makes it so easy. My nephew, not that my parents, or his, his parents don't, they don't like push him to play video games.
But they're not
They
gonna.
they take him away from him so he doesn't do it all the time. But
Yeah.
every time like he's allowed to, that's all he does. And he watches a lot of like people on Twitch and everything, and
There was a kid.
he's all about his Steam account and shit.
My brother had his baby's first birthday party, and one of his wife's kin was there. This kid Ryan, and he's in high school. He's from Michigan, and he's said that kids just they log in the morning and then they just basically play video games while they're in school at home. I'm like, damn, that'd be the life. And these kids are complaining. They want to go back. I mean, I get it.
Dude, colleges give scholarships to kids now who are really good at video games.
Yeah, that's
Specific
weird.
ones like League of Legends or Rocket League and shit like that.
I think it'd be
like-
cool to make video games.
Yeah, Full Sail offers that actually.
Yeah.
Video game design.
I think that would be really fun. And to like write them.
Dude, like a Final Fantasy storyline, like
You're asking about dream jobs. I wish more people would ask me that question. I'm going to be thinking about it now. But that was one I've thought of in the last probably year where I was like, these freaking video games are so elaborate now. They're almost like productions.
and some of them are like based off like books and shit, like The Witcher.
They're not even gameplay. They're just stories. They're just stories, and then there's play in between. I'm not a big gamer. I haven't been in there, but there's so many of them that it's like, wow, you would really need like a script writer, basically, which
I
that
think-
would be fun.
I think making a video game like Diablo would be sweet. That was a fun one. And
That was like a computer game, wasn't it?
yeah, if it's on Xbox and PS2 now, or PS4, sorry. But yeah, dude, it's totally legit. That was a super fun game. But the fucking cutscenes are awesome. Like, the cinematics are, like, incredible, dude. Because they're, like, apocalyptic and looks like everything's from hell and shit. And it just looks so awesome. Like, the amount of time that goes into that, like, you can totally see it.
Well, imagine like when I was a kid, I would get excited over like a choose your own adventure book where it'd be like turn to page 67 if you decide to punch the werewolf or run from the werewolf, go to page 78 and it's like you punch the werewolf, you're dead. And then you go back and you're like, okay, I'll run from the werewolf. It was kind
I
of
never
like
got into those.
Oh, I loved them. I loved them.
I was into
But
Goosebumps when I was a
Did you
kid.
see Bandersnatch? Did you do the Bandersnatch thing? It was the Black Mirror, like, choose your own adventure thing.
No.
Yeah, Black Mirror, which you said you didn't see. You should. It's great. The cinematics are awesome. They're all really dingy and dark and, like, horrific, but, like, realistic and sci-fi. But it's like Twilight Zone, basically.
I heard you can watch any episode. It doesn't have to be in any order or
Oh
anything.
no, yeah, they're all separate stories. But Bandersnatch, it's actually about video games. Ironically, it's about like this story of this kid who makes this video game, but it's like a choose your own adventure thing, and it's not great. People kind of hated on it, but to me, it was such a cool sort of experience. It's just something different, which I think would be awesome for movies. Like, if they made movies like that, the movie would be like 10 hours of actual, it'd be like 18 hours of actual movie if you had it. That would be cool. Like, to make a movie like that, if you did it right, I'm sure that's what movies will be like. Like, you'll have to take into account, like, the users in the movie. So there's, like, 37 possible endings.
Like, have you ever seen?
And then there's an update. Like, after the season, wherever the person is, there's 37 different endings. And then there's 37 different beginnings for the next season based on how the user ended.
That's awesome. Well, have you ever seen Ready Player One?
That was actually on last night, and I started it. I didn't know what it was.
It's actually pretty cool.
It was cool, dude.
Spielberg did it, so.
Oh, that makes sense. The opening, well, I saw the beginning because I just had something else on, and it started. But the opening had an incredible racing scene.
Yeah, dude. Yo, it's awesome. They did a really good job on that.
That was pretty cool.
That's a good movie.
I
I
thought
it
that was a lot
awesome.
more childish than that. That was pretty cool. So
No,
far.
yeah,
I
like,
only
it
watched
gets
the
pretty-
first quarter.
It gets pretty dark, but it makes you think. Like, I forgot. I think it takes place in like 2040s, and there was like a corn syrup drought or something or whatever, and
Oh.
like the world like went apocalyptic or something. I don't know.
That's weird.
It's based off a book though, but I mean, I loved how they did that. That shit looked awesome. And
Yeah.
the whole concept of that game, the Oasis, like, dude, that would be legit.
I think being a writer, to get paid to write a book, if I could do nothing but write the book and I would get paid to do that, that would be a dream job.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
To just be able to like live in a cabin for like 6 months, like Secret Window.
Like Johnny, I was just gonna say that Johnny Depp dude.
You stole my story.
And doesn't he have braces in that movie?
He might. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, they're wild. Have you read about them?
Yeah, I know what's going on with them. I mean, do you think like? I don't think he did all that shit. She sounds kind of crazy.
I think they're just both crazy. I think they both fight. I think he's used to not having. I think he's used to having his woman be like just sort of on the fence, where they're like just so thankful to have a second with Johnny Depp
Yeah.
that he's so used to just like being this vagabond of love that she was like also like thinking selfishly and was like, oh, I'm gonna like eat Johnny Depp, and he's like not edible. He's like a poisonous
Yeah.
fucking frog.
Yeah, I can. He
Like,
kind of looks like one.
You can't eat Johnny Depp. Like,
No.
you'll die. And that's almost like what's happening is she thought she ate him, and he's just like literally ripping out from inside of her. Like, actually, no, I'm actually okay.
Yeah.
I cut my own fucking finger off. Remember that bitch? Like,
Yeah, dude. He's. It kind of sucks what's going on. Cause I like Johnny Depp, but he can't really find any work.
they're saying that she cut his finger off, when in reality he probably threw a bottle or something, and they were getting wild. He also recorded her. One day I listened to this recording, and like, you got to think of this now. Somebody's recording. Somebody doesn't know that they're recording. So you have to take into account the person that set up the person not recording, and he's being super chill. But it is hilarious. It reminds you of, like, he's the ultimate fuckboy energy. Like, he's still a fuckboy. And she's, like, being such a fuck girl, like a crazy bitch, that you're like, wow, these are stars. And they're practicing all the same, like, rituals as the worst people I've ever dated.
Yeah.
And
she
me.
dated-
Me in the worst parts that I've ever been.
She dated Elon Musk too,
Yeah.
and they had like some shit going on. It
Yeah,
wasn't
that
as
was
publicized.
part of the problem. Was
Yeah.
she was with Depp, I think, when she was fucking around with him.
Yeah.
I think that was part of the reason why he was like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude. She's. I don't know.
She
she's
was
iffy.
a smoke though. Now she's off limits. Also off limits, Megan Fox.
Why is that?
She shit on Brian Austin Green, who I always used to joke about. Here's me turning 30. Megan Fox was with Brian Austin Green and they had kids.
Now she's with.
She's doing some
MGK.
movie. She does like a music video with MGK. Probably fucks, cheats, and then makes like this dramatic social media post about like, oh, my beautiful boy, blah blah blah. And Brian Austin Green posted
You got your two other boys or some shit.
their kids.
Yeah.
It was like, my beautiful boys, my heart will never leave you. That's what it was. My heart will never leave you, or some shit like that. Something. And he was like talking about the kids, and I was like, damn, nice dad move. But yeah, I just felt that kind of makes Megan Fox a little less hot, honest, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, and they look fucking weird as hell together.
They don't look bad. I mean, they look good. If I was like,
I just think he's kind of goofy.
if I was 17, I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude. Steal that old fucks. But now I'm 30, and I'm like, you know, that's just, what a whore.
looking. Yeah,
I've always probably would have said that, honestly.
you can get that vibe from her.
Yeah, I always thought she was kind of a cool chick, and now I feel like she's just a whore.
Like she was super hot in Transformers. The first one.
She's an
kinda the
awful
second one.
actress.
Yeah,
One of
she's
the
not good.
worst movies of all time, dude. How do you make a bad movie? How did they get these people on this movie? It's called Passion Play, and Bill Murray, Megan Fox, and Mickey Rourke are in it, and
Nah.
it's still bad.
Mickey Rourke's.
You don't
past
like
his
Mickey
prime.
Rourke.
No, I do. I just
Put
not.
the disrespect on his name.
He's only a. Wow, dude. I guess I don't get an opinion on Mickey Rourke in the
Put
studio.
your opinion, just don't put disrespect on his name.
I just. I don't know.
He
He's
played
awesome in
one-
Sin City.
He played one bad role that you don't like him now.
He was okay.
He ruined it for you. What was the role that ruined Mickey Rourke for you?
Iron Man 2. I didn't like.
Is
him
he
in
like
that.
Russian or something?
He's like my bud, and he's got these big lips, my bud. And it just bugs the shit out of me how he talks. so
Yeah,
much.
see, that's why I don't watch superhero movies, especially when my heroes are in them.
Yeah.
If
Well,
my hero's in a superhero movie, I don't want to watch it.
But no, he's great in The Wrestler and shit. Sin City he's awesome in. Harley Davidson and The Marlboro Man he's pretty good in.
Yeah.
I love that. 9.5
Motorcycle Diaries, I think that's another one. Motorcycle Boy, something like that.
weeks. Yeah, the only one I know of where he's like a biker is when he plays Harley Davidson.
I think it's like the same character, possibly, just a different
Movie. I like that
Possibly.
movie. That's a good one. But
What did you? I know you're excited to talk about it. I'm gonna have a couple of spin-off points that I know I'm gonna make, but what did you? What are your first reactions to the new Batman trailer? And would you update me on what the heck is going on with there being a Ben Affleck sighting about Batman also? Because I was excited for Robert Pattinson.
yeah, so I'm super stoked for Batman, dude. The Batman. That trailer was fucking sick. And that Nirvana music behind it was like really good. I'm not a huge Nirvana fan, but like that just sounded awesome in
Yeah.
the trailer. And it's kind of cool how he's not like some big jacked up dude. Like he's kind of like Michael Keaton style because Michael Keaton wasn't big and jacked or anything. So I feel like they're kind of going back to that to a certain extent to where it's like, Ben Affleck's like 6'5" or whatever. He's tall as hell and he's big
In the movie or in real life?
in real life.
No, he's not.
Ben Affleck?
No way.
Let me Google it.
I'll bet he can't be taller than 6'2".
He's 6'4".
Really?
Yeah, Ben Affleck's fucking tall, dude.
Ben Affleck's 6'4"?
So that's why he got casted as one of the reasons he got casted as Batman by Zack Snyder was because he wanted him to be bigger than Superman, body wise and height wise and everything.
Yeah. So, what is the new Ben Affleck Batman? Are they doing another movie?
So yeah, they're supposed to. I forgot what movie. Part of that whole universe that they're doing. Because
Oh.
with Flashpoint going on, they're gonna be like a million Batmans or whatever. It doesn't matter. Flashpoint is what the Flash movie is gonna be based on, to where they go like, where he runs so fast he creates like a wormhole in time, and travels through the Space Force or whatever, and he can like just time travel because he can go so fast. It's like you gotta get, like really into it. You just gotta watch a YouTube video or two about it, but. And in that, like, he can, like, go to, like, alternate universes, kind of. Or, like, Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, Earth Z, whatever.
That's trippy.
Yeah, it's really, it's cool,
Keep
but
me off Earth Z.
it gets to be, like, a little overwhelming. It's like, how
Yeah.
many times can they do this? But
Yeah.
if they do it right, it'll be an awesome fucking storyline.
Well, the Batman.
The Batman's totally different.
The Batman looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I like the way.
It's based off of the Long Halloween comic.
I thought. What's the Long Halloween comic?
It's Batman: The Long Halloween. It's just a series of comics about, just one of the many about Batman.
It's one particular like series.
Yeah,
That's cool.
but yeah, I think they got a good guy for the Riddler. I forgot his name. but
Paul
he'll be good.
Dano.
Yeah, he'll be good.
He's great, and
Did you
There
see-
Will Be Blood.
Did you see Colin Farrell as the Penguin? He's like unrecognizable.
Yeah, everybody said he looks like that other guy, which he does. William Fincher. I don't know. I think that's what his, not Bill Fickner, but something Fincher. Anyways, yes, I did see him as the Penguin, and it's weird. They're kind of like, I'm hoping that they still. I read Kevin Smith's reaction to the Riddler, which I thought was going to be Bane, if I'm being honest. Cause
No,
of the
I don't
weird,
think they're
like-
gonna bring
well,
him in
that,
this one.
I thought that was Bane because I read something about a Bane article, and I thought that was Bane when they showed the Riddler with like the goggles and stuff.
One of the guys who created Bane lives out in East Aurora.
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting. We should bring him on the pod.
he's like
Write
an older
that
guy.
down.
My ex-girlfriend, her parents knew him.
Guy who created Bane.
There was like 2 other people that created the whole Bane thing. He's one of them.
Bane, I always was really creeped out by until he got his ropes ripped out and he got real skinny in Batman Forever
No, Batman.
Returns.
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin.
I forgot who played him in that. I forgot who that was.
He had on like a mask.
Yeah, but it was like it might have been like a wrestler or something.
Batista or something.
No, that's way
Goldberg.
before his time. No, maybe Kane or something. I don't know.
Sid Vicious.
That'd actually be an interesting fact.
But the new Batman does look good. I saw some people saying that Robert Pattinson looks like he's wearing eyeliner or emo Batman, which I can't disagree with, but I'm okay with it. I think he looks cool. I think he's a good actor.
Oh Jesus!
I like his one line in it.
Robert Swenson played Bane.
Oh, Robert Swenson.
Was an American
Robert Swenson, if
professional.
you're out there, we're going to have you on the pod.
Robert Alexander, the Jeep Swenson
I
Jr.
wonder how long my hat looked like that for. It was embarrassing.
Like the whole time, I think.
Whatever.
But
Fix it.
that movie looks fucking sweet. I watched that trailer like 10 times back to back. Because when he fucking knocks that dude out,
Yeah.
oh my god, like that looked
He
legit.
beats the shit out of those
Yeah.
guys. Now,
Which is cool because he's not all fucking jacked up.
What else is interesting is those guys, all those henchmen had Joker paint.
Yeah, like there's a couple theories that the Joker in that universe could come from that gang, and he just kind of takes over the gang and takes on that gimmick or something.
I figured that he was already like in Arkham, and they had already like they were worshiping him because he was locked up, and
I'm
they
not
were
sh-
just like
no, I-
rogue Joker fans.
They're
That's
just-
what I thought.
They're just like henchmen or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
But one of them had half his face painted.
Like Two Face.
Yeah, so I noticed that too, and I'm like, huh. And then the other one was filming with a cell phone, like an iPhone or whatever.
Maybe they'll tease them for the next version.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what they're gonna do. I mean, it'd be cool if Joaquin Phoenix somehow was incorporated into that.
Yeah.
His Joker would be
Yeah.
perfect for
I
that
already
Batman,
saw
I
that
think.
people were already saying like we need Robert Pattinson versus Joaquin.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I remember like I wasn't a fan of the Twilight movies, but Robert Pattinson has come such a long way.
Yeah.
And he's in some fucking really good movies, and he does an awesome job. He's a really good actor, so I'm super stoked for this one.
Yeah, he's good in The Lighthouse.